So if you keep telling people don't give up or something on your Facebook wall or everything, it's not going to translate to value, it's not going to translate to money.
A lot of people feel that they have a certain skill, they have certain knowledge, but they don't have the know-how to market themselves. One is that they are not confident. Secondly is, they just don't feel like they want to become, put it this way, sleazy salespeople, the guru, they put themselves out there, but they don't actually have achieved any results. How can someone overcome that kind of feeling?
One, you better actually need to have a skill. That's preliminary. Because if you don't have a skill, what you default to is generic personal development. And generic personal development on the totem pole of value is very low. So if you keep telling people don't give up or something on your Facebook wall or everything, it's not going to translate to value, it's not going to translate to money. I think life's too short to not be effective in your money making. Personally, that's what I feel. You need to be as effective as you can, as quickly as you can. Unless you're on this journey of self-discovery, if you can afford it, go ahead. But if you can't, you need a more effective strategy. Number two, I feel, is you need to be able to, in a sense, instead of being solution focused, to be problem focused. That means don't focus so much on your ability. Like say, I'm an LP coach, this is NLP. Rather focus on the problem of the customer that you have. I got a lot of success from my e-course because I wasn't telling people I was selling a course on how to do e-courses, because that's quite common. But what I say, look, are you concerned with the shutdown, and do you want a scalable income stream? And that, because everybody's things were shut down, they hopped onto that bandwagon, and that continued. The crazy thing is, I thought it will be a one-time thing. Like, I thought by August everything will be back to normal, but it's even more relevant now than it ever was before.
A lot of people, when they market themselves, they tend to sell a lot about the results.
Thank you
like, for
very
example,
much.
Look at my Lamborghini, look at my this, look at my big results, look at stuff like that. But I've always found that doing such strategies tend to push people much more than attract people, because people can't relate. It's not easy to relate to being a millionaire if you're not a millionaire. I'm not into this niche, but let's say we're talking about a dating niche, and you see a guy that's surrounded with all the hot babes, and I'm just a single dude that's like a bit scrawny. I can't relate to that kind of thing. But if you can talk about the problems, like for example, that guy, he's the very guy that's surrounded by all the girls, he can say, I was once this, I was once that, are you suffering this problem? Then it becomes relatable. So it's a bit of a dance between what people can achieve and their current situation.
I think you need both. Like, if you actually look at my branding shots, they're all very aspirational. Like, I don't flaunt a car, I don't flaunt a watch, but I flaunt a lifestyle. I travel the world with my wife, go Paris, go Finland, and travel the world and everything, because you want to future pace your people as well. If that's what your target audience chase, then you give them what they want. You solve their problem and say, this is the future version of what you could be. So if you can actually be aspirational, because people don't learn from peers, people learn from gurus or learn from teachers. You don't have to be a guru status, but you need to be at least 2 or 3 steps ahead of the other person.
But when they market themselves, they can future pace, and they can also talk about the problems. Because when I started, I was like, there's a lot of things I was trying to do, but you made it very simple. You made it easy to understand that sometimes you need to future pace yourself, show people what you can do, or what is achievable, and then you help people get there. So I think that's a very good thing to understand especially when coming to your own info products. Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed what you've watched so far, please do me a favor and hit the subscribe button. What's more, there's more stuff for you to watch here. Check it out.